Hunger, they say, depends on who is hungry. Anambra in diaspora, despite the high cost of flight tickets, hardship troop into the state to celebrate the Yuletide with loved ones and family members. The Tinubu'S International Airport, Umueri, was a beehive of activities from Saturday as Anambra in diaspora and other travelers are trooping into the state to celebrate the 2023 Christmas festivities. This surge is despite the economic hardship in the country and the high cost of flight tickets, as earlier lamented by netizens, and urging airline operators to bring flight tickets down. Some of the passengers who boarded Air Peace flight from Abuja, Mr. Banjo Olaguki and Mrs. Monique Odimegu, in separate interviews with the ABS, attributed the hike in cost of flights to surge of travelers, but described their journey as exciting, smooth, and without turbulence. They expressed joy that they are finally home to celebrate the Christmas. The managing director of Tinubu'S International Cargo Airport, Mr. Martins Nwanfo, said that the airport, which is just 2 years, has been progressing and getting stronger with several changes, and urged supports from Anambra state government. Mr. Nwanfo revealed that United Nigeria Airway introduced the A320 aeroplane to its Anambra route and has come in for the 5th time today, while Air Peace introduced another big aeroplane, 192, and has increased its frequency as well. So invariably, what are they trying to tell us? That all these ones say they don't know hardship. I think that is what I can really deduce from that they don't know anything called hardship, irrespective of anything and all of that. Of course, your guess is as good as mine. Where they are driving at. You see that those who are complaining, of course, it's not as if people are not feeling it, but those who is like there's a proverb that says that he who is down already is not going to be afraid of falling because he's already down. Invariably, those who did not even believe in this government, they are not going to be surprised, because as soon as this government came on board, they tightened their bets. They were not expecting, and they are still not expecting any good thing coming from this kind of government. So I think that is what is really happening. But those who really expected that, maybe they are going to be sharing money to them on the streets of Nigeria, this and that, don't mind them, this is the man that can do it, Tinubu is the man, is the only man that can do it, they are the ones so disappointed. And that's why you see them all over social media crying like babies. All of them, all those Milocons, all those Agbadorians, they are crying here and there because their expectation was high. And I would not even say that I need to really, I have to blame them, because they knew the stuff. Even the Tinubu himself is made of how many things has he done for them, even in their own place when he was even in charge, because they call him Ashiwaju. That's the first of all the people. He's the first person according to the title given to him. What has he done to them? Is he not only in the north? He was always going to donate money here and there. What are the tangible things that you can say Tinubu built on ground that both poor and the rich are benefiting from? Nothing. So they knew. It's not as if they don't know. It's hypocrisy that made them to say they want to support him. So why are they crying wolf? Well, we are talking about the Anambra people who do not care whether the whole thing is expensive or not. They still make sure they traveled. Chukwuemeka, you're saying there is no poor man in Anambra. That's what somebody is saying. Let me ask you, and so what happened if all Anambra has all the money? What are they using it for? Tell me. Okay. There's no poor man in Anambra. That's what somebody's saying. Go and verify. Yeah, me, I've never seen people are just complaining, but people are making videos telling us that they are suffering. They are the people of Emilokon. Do Imo own you? Okay. Anambra in Igbo land have excess money. Do they have money more than people in Sokoto Caliphate or in ancient city of Ibadan? One thing is that when you talk about the welfare of the people, you talk about the richness of the people. It is not when you have a few individuals. You have 1 million people and you are counting 10 millionaires, you are counting 7 millionaires or billionaires, as you may want to put it. Will that justify that the people in that particular place are rich? And that is why some people are of the opinion that when you talk about people doing business, it's not about all these big companies. How many of those big companies do you have? And what is the direct impact of those big companies to the downtrodden? That is what we are talking about. But when you talk about the SMEs, all this small medium enterprise here and there, that people will be able to fend for themselves. They will not depend on other people. They have one or two things they are doing, and they are in their millions. Like you have them like 800,000. I'm just giving an analogy of 1 million people. But when you have people who are in SMEs, and they are like 800,000, and you have in the 1 million another 1 million group, you have just 7 millionaires. How do you relate that? How do you relate that? If people are able to feed themselves and they are in their majority, it's better than when you just have a few billionaires among just 1 million people. There's a saying that if you have a rich man in a family, or a rich man in out of 10 or 20 people, the person is as poor as the rest people. That is it. Because this one will be dragging you, this one will be dragging you. But if all those ones in their little ways, they are able to do things for themselves, even that one that even have millions of naira, it will just, you will still be able to do one or two things. But if everybody is calling you, and with the kind of environment that we came from, you see that you will just be stressed out. That is it. So if people don't get it, they say if you don't get it, forget it. So guys, leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.